Right, these are the holy garments, therefore he he shall wash his flesh in water, so put them on. Right? Leviticus 1, Leviticus 16, 1 to 4, right? It says, now the day of atonement, now on the day of atonement, now during the rest of the year, the other priests would offer the sacrifices, but on the day of atonement, actually, the high priest would have to do all the work. Now this was symbolism of Yahweh Shai, the high priest, doing all the work, right? And actually the high priest was, he had to clean himself, right? He had to sanctify himself, and he had to make offerings for himself first, and then he had to make offerings for the nation of Israel, right? So this was all symbolic of Yahweh Shai, right? Because Yahweh Shai was the one, he's the ultimate high priest, which we're gonna see, right? And he was the beginning of the office of the high priest, right? As Melchizedek, right? Those who will receive it, those who have ears to hear, let them hear. He was Melchizedek setting up the office of the high priest. High priest. Alright? So let's go on. Now the day of atonement. Now on the day of atonement, now during the rest of the year, the other priests would offer the sacrifices. But on the day of atonement, actually the high priest would have to do all the work. Right? If you count the number of animals all that he had to kill and butcher and offer, it comes to some 30 some animals that he had to deal with, plus he had to bathe 5 times, right? So all that was sanctification, right? Because hey, there is no remission of sins, or the remission of sins came by what? The shedding of blood, right? By the offerings. So he had to offer for himself first, and then offer for the nation of Israel. And he bathed 5 times, was cleansing, but he was cleansing the earthly tabernacle, right? Which was representative of Yahweh Shai, who came perfectly in the end. Let's continue to read. It says, no, on this particular day he did not wear beautiful garments of the high priest, the ephod and the blue mitre and all that. But on this day he wore just plain linen of the robes of the priesthood. The first thing he had to do is offer an offering for his own sins. He had to take care of his own sins first, then, right? Then having offered for offerings for his own sins, then he would offer for the sins of his people. You see, he had to do these things to cleanse himself, to enter into the holies of holies. If he had gone inside there with any sin or any blood on his spirit, the spirit of the Most High would have destroyed him. Alright? So he had to be sanctified and cleansed. Right? Of course, as you look at this, it's all looking forward to Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, which is true. Right? So the Edom might know what he's speaking about right here. Right? Because hey, this was all representative of what Yahweh Shai was coming to do, to take the sins of the nation of Israel, his sins first, because when he sinned in his previous carnations as Solomon, right, he went off. Right? So there is just a beautiful symbolism all the way through, with the exception that there is no equivalent in Mashiach, right? For the anointed for the sin offering, right? Yeah, because he was the ultimate offering. We didn't have to go, or the high priest didn't have to go. Yahweh didn't have to go as the high priest every year to give that atonement, right? He just had to go on that cross once. Right? When he came perfect. When he was a man, Yahweh Shai walking in Jerusalem under the rule of the Romans, the Greco-Romans. Hey, he was a perfect man. Right? And he bared our sins. It says, there was no equivalent to Mashiach for the sin offering that the high priest offered for himself. For Yahweh Shai did not have to offer every sacrifice for himself, being sinless. See? There's no New Testament equivalent to that. But Mashiach has become our high priest. So you see? So the high priest back then, in time of Aaron and Moses, has become Yahweh Shai. Right? And he entered into the heavens, of which the earthly tabernacle was only a model. So there we see the metaphor, right? Or the symbolism. Not with blood of goats, but with his own blood. He was that ultimate sacrifice. His was not an annual affair, for the high priest must each year offer, but Yahushua once and for all, and is forever sitting down now at the right hand of the Father, because hey, he was rewarded, he was exalted for doing that sacrifice, for the inheritance of the kingdom of heaven and the nation of Israel. Right? He sat on his right hand. He sits at his right hand. Right? But Yahushua once and for all and forever sitting down at the right hand of the Father until his enemies are made his footstool, which is about to happen in that time. When Esau and these other nations are going to be made the footstool of Yahushua and the nation of Israel, or Yahweh Shem Yahushua and the nation of Israel. But in the work of Aaron on the Day of Atonement, you find tremendous symbolism to Mashiach, our great high priest, going in and offering for us and for our atonement before Yahweh. Right? So, hey, I was saying before that the author of our faith or our priesthood is Yahweh Shai, right? So this is they say prove all things. Alright? Just bear with me, the machine is a little slow. It said Leviticus 16 and 29. This shall be a statute forever unto you, that in the 7th month, on the 10th day of the month, ye shall afflict your souls and do no work at all, whether it be one of your own country or a stranger that sojourneth among you, so a foreigner, an Israelite foreigner that is in your land, right? You shall do no work. Jump down, I'm just skipping through. It shall be a Sabbath of rest unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls, and by a statute forever, afflicting your soul. Let's look up that. Right, let's get some understanding into what the Day of Atonement is, right? And the sacrifice that we're making, right? That we're about to make, or I'm making, because we're in that time right now. The Day of Atonement has begun. Right? Well, bear with me please, because the machine is a little slow. Right? Shall afflict your souls and not. Right? To force the humble to exercise, right? Not sing, to be troubled, to be weakened, right? To the idea of looking down or above beaten, right?
Strong's 8, 6031.
But now, right? So we fast, no food, no water, and we rest, right? And we're looking upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This day is a day that we go to the Lord for what? Forgiveness of sins. Sins for the past year, right? This is right? Verse 34. And it shall be Sabbath 31. And it shall be a Sabbath of rest unto you, and you shall afflict your souls by statute forever. And the priest whom, alright, the priest whom shall anoint and whom ye shall consecrate to minister in the priest's office in his father's feet shall make an atonement, and shall put on linen clothes, even the holy garments, right? And he shall make an atonement for the sanctuary, and he shall make an atonement for the tabernacle of the congregation and for the altar, and he shall make an atonement